Good morning and welcome to the Free Daily Coaching Hangout, your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Free Daily Coaching Hangout. Bert Bledsoe here with you on a chilly day before Thanksgiving here in the U.S. For those, we do have a couple people like Mark HD that are not here in the U.S. And so for those that aren't in the U.S., tomorrow is our Thanksgiving Day holiday. So today is a pretty exciting day for most people. A lot of people are traveling today. A lot of people are either getting off of work early today if they have a full-time job. Some people are already starting to do some cooking. I know that here at our house, just to share a little bit about what we're doing, this morning I'm doing the Free Daily Hangout. Looks like Jessica is going to go head to the gym. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Sorry. Looks like Jessica's headed out to do some errands. And then we have a few things on the agenda. I wanted to get a few things done with you all because we got a little behind yesterday trying to do the work session, getting all the calls caught up with everyone from coming back from the GoPro network marketing. We got a little bit behind yesterday. So this morning, I'm probably going to try to squeeze in that work session. It just all depends on what we've got going here at the house. If not, then we'll squeeze it in right after the Free Daily Coaching call on Friday. I don't do Black Friday shopping most of the time. I don't get up that early. And if I did, by the time Free Daily Coaching comes, I guess we'd be home. So we're going to do one of the two. It'll just depend on how today works out. Remember, it will always be recorded. I think this week, too, I may do a bonus session. So we might just hit 2 this week. So if we do one this morning, we might do another one on Friday as well. And what else is going on? Well, tomorrow's, like we mentioned, is Thanksgiving here in the U.S. So some things that we're going to probably want to do. I might want to go to the grocery and get a few extra things. And I might decide, I don't know who else does this. Maybe you guys let me know in the chat. Does anyone here do anything like prep the day before? Like, because there's a lot of food. And for us, it's Jessica and I. So does anyone do anything ahead of time? Like maybe get their mashed potatoes boiled up or bake their pie or bake off their sweet potatoes or anything like that beforehand? And if so, what do you do that saves you a lot of time? That'd be great, a little sharing with me. So let's go say good morning and welcome to who's here this morning. We got, I'm going to start with the A's. We got our buddy Jeff Abularaj out in California. We got Craig is with us this morning. Christina is here with us. Miss Judy's here. Jeannie and Deborah Castman. Who else? Mr. Mooney and Mr. Moore. Sandy, good morning to you. Had the opportunity, guys, to meet Sandy at the GoPro event, so that was really nice. Wow, I think I've almost met now almost everyone on the call. Not everyone and not every day, but there's a lot of days where I've just had now the opportunity to go to different events and meet most of you in person, so that's pretty fun. Who else do we see? Mr. Howie Rosenberg is here today. Howie, I saw some pictures the other day where you were visiting with some other people down in Florida. That's very nice. Mr. Larry Ryan, good morning to you, sir. Had the opportunity to hang out with Larry for some time in the evening there over at the GoPro event, so that was nice. Who else? Carrie's here this morning. Chris is here. Elizabeth is here. Mr. Zabronsky. Guys, you guys all know Dr. Steve Zabronsky. If not, go say hello. Hey, actually, I've had the opportunity. Geez, I've known Dr. Z for what, like almost 2 years now. Just about, probably like at least a year and a half now. And Dr. Z, just like Elizabeth, lives here in Colorado. So I have the opportunity to say good morning and welcome and hey to him sometimes live. We got Judy is here this morning. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Patty. Wow. So just we got, I know more people just keep popping on. So, oh, that's a good idea. So Larry says, it's an all-day cook feast. I know, that's what I thought, Elizabeth, but I get bored of cooking all day. Like I want to cook and eat and all that. So I just thought maybe I would cook some today and some tomorrow. So I have something special lined up. When I was at the GoPro networking event this past weekend, I actually lined up a few interviews, and some of the interviews I actually lined up with some pretty large players in the network marketing arena, some guys and gals that have some pretty large teams. However, some of those people, because of the size of the teams and because of what they're doing, they actually travel quite extensively. So one of the gentlemen that is going to be traveling and is going to be on the Free Daily Coaching actually lives out on the West Coast primarily and does a lot of traveling. So for him to make it, a lot of times he's coming in so late from another event. So this week it didn't work out for him to be here in the morning because it's 7:30, and I appreciate it. I just want you all to know, Jeff and Len and Bob Miller and all of you guys that are out here in the morning, right? I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for getting here early. So we're going to do that. That interview is going to get recorded and then we'll put it up. So I wanted you guys to know that that's what was actually going to be transpiring for this week's interview. So it's actually, I have it scheduled for this evening. So as long as there's no travel and family emergencies or anything because of the holiday, I'll get that recorded up with him this evening, that first one, and hopefully we'll have that out this week. So maybe on Friday, we'll add that as a bonus in the group and we'll put that out, or maybe we'll just keep it for another week when we're out of town. So I wanted you guys to know that that interview is happening. We're going to probably need to do it this afternoon or this evening with that person. So what I thought we would do today is maybe something really simple, maybe an exercise that we could do here on the Free Daily Coaching call that we could discuss, and we could bring some people over. And I thought this would be something fun that we could do, kind of like a free-for-all Friday, but something for tomorrow. So first of all, I'm going to take a poll also about tomorrow morning. Should we do a turkey day? Should we do turkey day hangout, right? Because yes or no. And I'll start the poll, guys. So I'm running a poll to see, should we do a turkey day hangout tomorrow or should we not? And the reason I'm asking you guys is because you guys are the ones that are here attending every morning, right? If there's 15 of you that say, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow morning, a dozen of you that are like, yeah, we'll be here. We're gonna be here no matter what, and we're gonna be here tomorrow on Thanksgiving too, then yes. I will absolutely do the morning call. I did it when I was on my honeymoon for the last 2 days. Gary Drum, a buddy of mine, Gary Drum, Patricia Sweeney, Michelle and Bill Pesco-Toledo, a bunch of people helped when I was on my honeymoon. And then the last 2 days, by the last two, I think maybe it was like the first 3 or 4 days, I didn't do it. By the last 2 days, this is what I do. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I wanted to be there. Patty's going to be on the road. All right, I got you, Patty. So just fill out the poll, guys. Let me know. About a quarter of you have filled it out so far. I'm not going to hold it if I don't get at least 12 yeses. So let's see if we can't get everyone to vote. And what? That's way exciting. I just read the chat. Craig got a congratulations, Craig. Craig got a phone call this morning. Looks like he has he may have a new grandson today, or what if he comes tomorrow or right after midnight? So who knows what time that will be, but congratulations, Craig. That will be a Thanksgiving festival. That is super, super, super fun. Judy, you got to go over and vote. Can you go vote on the poll? So there's a poll, guys, and if you don't see it, over on the left-hand side, there's like the little icon you can click on, or up at the top, there's a little icon, and just click on the poll and vote. So far, it's 5-2. So did someone raise their hand? Oh, good morning, Tina, and good morning, Jim and Robin. Good morning, and welcome. So the poll is for if you want to do Free Daily Coaching tomorrow, yes or no. Okay, I see that you guys are putting it in the chat, but do it over on the poll. I did a poll, so you can click yes or no and do it over there. That would be awesome. Okay, so what I thought is I want to ask a few of you guys. Let's take a, I did the poll. Oh, you don't have a poll. Okay, so I'll count you for a yes, Judy, if someone else doesn't have a poll. So I'm going to ask just for a few people. I wanted to do something this morning that I thought would be really fun is, you know, we do Free for All Friday here at Free Daily Coaching. And what that looks like is we bring people out each and every Friday that have taken action. People that have taken action that are now getting results. And the reason that we do that is, oh, the poll disappeared. Okay, hold on. Your poll is live. It says the poll is live. Poll. Oh, there it goes. Now all the votes are coming through. So it looks like we're 7-3. All right. So 7-3. We're getting pretty close. We're 8-3. So if we can get the poll going, I'll keep it up. And let me keep it on the poll. So I'll keep the poll up. Right now is 8-3. If we get a few more, then yeah, I'll go ahead and we'll keep Free Daily Coaching for tomorrow. What I wanted to do this morning was something kind of like Free for All Friday. I want to bring a few people over this morning. And this morning, what I wanted to do was, this morning I wanted to share a little bit of gratitude. And, you know, everyone does this. It's Thanksgiving time, and it's like the trendy kind of thing to do. And the reason that I wanted to do it is because I really feel gratitude. I really feel grateful for some special people in my life. And you guys are some of those special people. There's quite a few people in my life that have mentored me over the past, 6 or 7 years, not just in my network marketing business, but in my life. I've also had the opportunity to make some amazing friends online and offline, and those are some really special people that I've been able to make relationships with. I've been able to build relationships with some of these people, and to me, that's exciting. To me, that's part of what we do. What we do online is build these relationships, and part of that is okay, so I see that you guys, a few of you have none of the poll, that don't have the poll. I think we have enough with the yeses so far, plus the 3 or 4 of you that don't have the poll, that we will do the call tomorrow morning. So there will be a Turkey Day free daily turkey call. There will be happening. So the free daily turkey call will be happening tomorrow. And maybe we'll do a contest. Maybe we'll do something fun like a Turkey Day contest, or a win a turkey dinner at Boston Market, something fun. I'll think of some ideas today. So looking for some raised hands now is what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for some people that have one of two things, have some gratitude for, maybe there's someone here in the call that's helped them out, and they have some gratitude for that. Maybe you have gratitude because you've been able to really connect with some great people here on the free daily coaching call. Maybe you're part of a networking group that allows you to connect with a lot of people, and you've made some really great friends. Without naming our companies and our groups and all of that, and we don't even have to go into the specifics of necessarily the people, right? It's not like we're fishing like, hey, I'm fishing for compliments, or I want you out here, talking about how awesome Christina is, or tell everyone how Clive helped you, or how Elizabeth Summers is amazing, right? That's not what the idea is. The idea is to come out here and say, yeah, you know what? I have gratitude today because I know that there's a place where I can go and get daily coaching. I have gratitude today because I know I'm part of a community where I can be introduced to people like Jeannie Gizzo and Deb Kassman and Leanne Levy, right? That's what we're looking for. And it's not like we're out there posting it. Today is just about us. Today is about a day. Imagine this. Today's like the day before Thanksgiving for us too, right? For all of us here in the US and here on the free daily coaching call, today's like our family time. tomorrow's going to be crazy, guys. We're going to be cooking turkeys and making mashed potatoes, and pies are going to be oven, and candy yams are going to be going, and we're going to be mixing up stuffing and cooking gravy, right? Green bean casseroles are going to be being made. People are going to be enjoying all kinds of different beverages. I like some spicy eggnog, right? We have like a pumpkin spice eggnog. So tomorrow's going to be busy. So today is the day, right? Today is the day that we can come in here and say, hey, you know what? Let's join together and let's have like a little family time. Let's sit around our campfire, our fireplace here, our virtual fireplace, and let's have a moment of gratitude. Let's just say, hey, you know what? Thanks. And I'll start it off. And I did something yesterday. I made a post for my mentor and someone that's really helped me out quite a bit over the last few months. And I made that post because I wanted to. It felt like to me, it wasn't about, and guys, this is what I think is important. When we're doing gratitude and we're showing gratitude, it's not about kissing butt. It's not about like making it like all crazy. I'm trying to bring you over, Elizabeth, because I see your hand is up, but I can't bring you over. It's like not letting me. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for everyone. Boom. All right. I see you. Bam. Bam. All right. Oh, there you go. So I put the link over there for anyone else that wants to join in. And so it's not about like, oh, we're here to gush over. It's about being able to really say, hey, I really am thankful for some things, right? I'm thankful that my son is healthy and that he's doing well and that he's a good kid and he's not getting in trouble, right? I'm thankful for that, right? I'm grateful that my son's aunt and uncle offered for him to come and stay with them. My son has twin sisters from another person, the same mother but a different father, and they live out in Las Vegas, Nevada, guys. And so does my son's grandmother, his uncle, his aunt, another aunt and uncle, his cousins, right? So when my son asked to move out there to be closer to his sisters and his family, the fact that his aunt and uncle said, absolutely, absolutely, we have a place for you here in our home. How grateful am I to those people? How thankful am I to those people? I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. And I just wanted to have a time where we could sit together and say this to each other and let other people know, hey, it's not all about us. It's not all about what we're doing, about how you're building, about you went out and got 5 more reps yesterday and 7 more people joined your team and you woke up to money this morning and you got 85 leads and woo! You're so awesome. That's great. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't all be excited about those things. Absolutely we should. But shouldn't there also be some balance? Shouldn't there also be a day where I could say, hey, I'm grateful for all of the people that attend free daily coaching? Because there was a day where there was no one here. It was just me yelling at the telephone. Remember that, Elizabeth? Remember when it was on? Were you on the phone ever, Elizabeth, or were you always?
No.
You were always on. You were always on Hangout, guys. When you know someone, like I know Elizabeth, she lives here in my hometown, and so there's times where we get to meet. A lot of times on like Friday afternoons, right? That's when like her time was that she had like the most available time. And so when you get to go and meet and you get to hang out and you sit for 2 or 3 or 4 hours and talk and work and do that, it's like a bigger connection. There was no one here. It was just me yelling at the telephone. You're doing playback. We're hearing the 3-second delay there. It's like you spent so much more time. You know, that's how I feel. Like I've spent so much more time with Elizabeth, and like Elizabeth lives here in my town, and then we not travel together, like we're on the same plane at the same time, but we seem to travel together. Like we keep going to all the same events. We're like, we're going here, we're going there, we're going all over here.
We did drive together.
Oh yeah, we did drive. That is true. We did travel. We did travel one time. Me and Elizabeth and Wyatt and Evan. That was That was just this summer. That was pretty good. That was like the fastest drive to Las Vegas ever, guys, because we all took turns. This is how early we got there. We got there so early that Elizabeth and Evan and I were standing outside of Walmart, and we're like, man, is this place going to open or what? Like, what's the story? You know? Then we realized in the same parking lot was a Starbucks that hadn't even opened yet. Okay? We were there so early. We got there so fast. Just figured it's Vegas, right? Everything's open. No, not when you're like in like off of the strip in like the neighborhoods. It's like a regular city. So we're like, hey, how come nothing's open? Go over to Starbucks and the guy's like still cleaning the windows. They're not even open yet.
That was hilarious.
And we're all running around like, come on, why isn't this place open? Then all of a sudden we look at each other and we're all like, oh, we're a little slow.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right? We're all wondering why Walmart's not open, right? All angry about it. Like, geez, come on, Walmart, open up already. We need to buy flip-flops and sunblock, right? It's not, the sun hasn't even come up. We're like, we need suntan lotion, buddy. So hilarious. So
That was hilarious.
those are the things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for all of these relationships, guys. The relationships and the people is the power. That's the powerful part. The powerful part is that you get to meet people. You get to meet guys like I got to meet Bob Miller. I think I have known Bob almost the entire time I've been network marketing, almost the whole time, or at least since I've came online, right? I've had the opportunity. I've known Deb Castman for almost 2 years as well, right? Judy, I've known for, I'm going to say almost as long. Leanne, the same exact thing, right? Like I mentioned, Dr. Zabronsky. I've known this guy for like a year and a half. Guys, this is the powerful stuff. It's powerful because check this out. I know that tomorrow there's going to be people on Free Daily Coaching because people ask for it. I know that on Friday, if there was something that happened, if there was an accident, goodness, I don't want to go negative. I'm just saying if something happened, I know the first person that will be messaging me is Bob Miller. I know that Elizabeth and Leanne and Craig and Karen and Patty and Jeannie, Bill, Bob, right? Clive, Tina, Felicia, Evan. I know all of these people are going to be messaging in the group. Hey, what happened? Right? Chris Schaus is going to be like, hey, Schaus is in the house. Where's Bledsoe? What happened? Where did he go? That to me, guys, that's worth more than anything on the entire planet. To know that there's people out there that love you, that care about you, that support you, and that's what we created here. So if you're here today, I made a little post right before this started that said, hey, did if I tell you if I loved you, there's like a little teddy bear. Because I want you to know, hey, if no one else told you today that they love you, I want you to know that I love you. Our family loves you and thanks you. Because you know what? This isn't, for some people, guys, for some people, this isn't a happy time of the year. For some people, this represents a time where their family members have left, right? There's some family members that are no longer here to share this day. There's some people here that they don't have a great relationship with their family. For whatever reason, things have happened over time, right? Some relationships have been damaged. There's people that maybe they don't have kids. They just don't have kids. Like, they never made babies. There's a lot of people that never made babies, right? Maybe their children are stuck in the snow like Bob's sister, right? And they live in the new North Pole, a.k.a. upstate New York, right? Bob's sister's friend lives in this place where their snow is like taller than me. What if those people are here? What if those people are around where you are? Think about that. Think about that person that you know, that friend of yours that you know that maybe they don't even want to come over, but maybe you have an extra seat at your table tomorrow that you could invite that person over because you know that guy's a single guy, or you know that gal just got divorced and her family lives back east, right? That's what's so important about making relationships. And there's been times in my life where I wasn't as close to my family as I am now. I did have struggles, and when I get to see each and every one of you, it makes my heart like glow, right? Why? Because I know that Bob and Len and Malia are hanging out in San Diego. I know that Jackson and Elizabeth and Evan are all rapping about what's going on in Colorado. right? I know Howie and Sandy and Bill and a bunch of you. I'm just giving random people here. I know that you guys all know each other on Facebook and stuff, right? So I know that there's love and support because I see it happening each and every day. So that's what I'm grateful for. I wanted to share it with all of you and tell you how very grateful I am to have you as a part of our lives, both in our business life and for those that get to share some other times that aren't just business, like road trips to Vegas, right? That's a fun times, right? So that's what I wanted to share. Elizabeth, what are you going to share about?
Oh, I am so thankful for so many things. First of all, I'm so thankful that over a year and a half ago, I met you and started meeting all these awesome people that I've now made some friends with, and it's very uplifting. I'm thankful for my family. My kids are just incredible. My son had his poor wisdom teeth yanked out yesterday. He was so sweet. But just family, friends, being able to, meet new people and just have fun. I'm grateful I can have fun now.
Right?
Yeah.
When you first came to the free daily coaching and when you first started even hanging out, Elizabeth, did you even imagine that there would be so many people that you would literally interconnect with?
No, it's amazing. I mean, everybody here is just so awesome. I mean, positive. I mean, being around positive people is amazing because for a long time I've been hanging out in a very negative place. and being able to, see people grow and just have a positive outlook on life it's just awesome to be around that and to be a part of it.
Well, we're grateful to have you as part of our lives, Elizabeth. And I know we were going to meet up the other day, and then braces and teeth are pulled, and glasses are flying around, and now it's Turkey Day. So let's do something. There was someone else that was down for the mastermind that wanted to come by and do Goat Village pictures. Jessica was trying to get it set up for today, but then now we have to go, I think, up to Denver later this afternoon to go pick up. She dropped off a rabbit and got a new rabbit. If you guys don't know and you're here and you're wondering what rabbits have to do with marketing, everything. You get bunnies, you can get a lot of leads. I don't know. I just like Craig's picture when he puts on the still picture because he's always smiling. You're like, look how happy Craig is. I'm like, he must like what I'm saying because he's smiling. So we might have to go up to Denver, guys. I'll do the work session, and then we might have to go up to Denver. So what I was thinking, Elizabeth, is maybe we do a little Friday fun day at Goat Village.
That would be cool. And Bert, you know what? All the times you've answered my phone calls, I am so grateful for all of what you have done for me, Bert.
Hey, you know what?
And answering that call. And you know which ones I'm talking about.
Well, I'm happy to answer the phone. And listen, here's the deal. If we do Friday Fun Day at Goat Village, if you get up early and you wear galoshes and a big trench coat, because I don't know what's coming on, it's freezing, then we could do Goat Village we could do the call from Goat Village. We could even do the hangout from Goat Village. It'll be fun.
Okay.
All the goats running behind us and stuff. So let's talk to Mr. Kassler and talk to him about gratitude and what he's thankful for, and say good morning and welcome. Craig, is this maybe the first time that you've been on this side?
It's the first time.
I was going to say maybe once before, but I don't think so.
Nope.
Awesome.
First time.
Well, welcome.
Here anyway. I've been on other venues, but here it's the first time. Hey, I really wasn't going to come out, but boy, it was tugging at my heart, and I am so grateful for one particular person who's on this hangout today, and this person doesn't even know it. I'm going to get a little bit negative just for a minute so you understand how grateful I am. Back in July, I had some health problems and ended up having bypass surgery. And after the bypass and during recovery, it's a long period of time. And they put me on, and anyone who's been through this, you're put on so much medication. That medication was getting me depressed and unmotivated and all sorts of things, and I was watching my business just go downhill. And there's one person on here that I'm not going to mention by name, but he knows. I found out through this webinar and getting to know him that he had had bypass surgery too, and I saw how motivated and positive he was, and I tell you what, it just changed my whole attitude within a day or two. After hearing and talking with him and getting on his email list and seeing the positive that he had, and you know, I'm getting emotional right now because without him even knowing it, he really helped turn and direct my life in the right way. And today I may be a new grandpa, so I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You know,
that's awesome, man. Hey, you know how awesome that is? Like, think about this. What Craig just told everyone is how special you are. If you're out there right now, you're an incredible person. And you know what? Some days it doesn't go the best day. Some days life smacks you in the face and says, hey, you're going to get a little bit of life today, right? You're going to be some reality. Hey, sometimes you stub your toe. Sometimes you get slapped across the face with a cold wind, right? You're like, woo, that was cold and sharp. But guess what? Every single one of you is special. Every single person has something. There's something that you have that other people desire, and your actions right now, what you do, there's people watching. Whether you believe it or not, it's true. Just like gravity. You don't have to believe in it, but I'm pretty sure, like, not pretty sure, I'm 100%. If I push you off the top of the building, you're falling all the way to the ground. Why? Because of gravity. You don't have to believe in gravity, but it exists. You don't have to believe that other people are watching you, but they are. And the amazing part is, there was someone doing something, and Craig just watched them just for a second, and they shared something with Craig that changed his life. Guys, imagine that you're doing things right now. What if you're the guy, what if you're the gal that Craig's talking about? What if someone else has a story, has a testimony about how they were not in a good place, how they needed some help, how they wanted to take their business to the next level, how emotionally they were depleted, but they watched you. They watched you do something consistently. They watched you build your business. They watched you do something inspirational, and it changed your life. And guess what? This is the crazy part. You might not even know that you did it. What if you never even know? And this is the crazy part. The one person that you got upset with last week or last night, someone was upset with something that you said, or maybe you felt bad about something you said or did, or had some kind of negative emotion. For every one of those, there's like 10 of the positive. For that one person that was like, oh, I don't know about that Craig guy, there was 10 other people that were like, wow, did you see what Craig did? Hey, did you see how nice he was? He actually answered my phone call. He texted me back and told me where to go. How many people are watching Karen Andrews right now? How many people have their eye on what Jeannie Gizzo's doing, what Alf's doing, right? How many people right now are watching Brian Gibbs and saying, wow, that guy's got a lot of momentum. That guy's inspiring me to take more action. Maybe your company does home parties and get-togethers, live get-togethers, and you've had fear, but you've been watching Brian Gibbs and they've been doing all the, You know what I'm talking about if you've been watching him. He's got his like masks on and they're like mud cakes and stuff, you know. Everyone looks like they just came from like the Aveda Spa and Salon, or they came out of like Swamp Man Returns or some like scary movie. Your choice, whichever way you want to go with that. Maybe you're watching Brian and he's been inspiring you. Check this out. Maybe you haven't ever said anything to him. Maybe you've just been holding it inside, and that's what this call is really all about. Instead of holding it inside, what if you reached out to those people and said, hey, thank you. Hey, I wanted to let you know that I'm grateful to you. And it doesn't always have to be this big, gushy, mushy pile of oatmeal. It doesn't have to be a big banner on the side of the freeway. I did a post, right? When I did that post yesterday, everyone knows that I work with Diane. It's not a secret. Like, I'm open and public about it. So it wasn't a big deal for me to make a gratitude post publicly. What if you've been secretly following, I'm just using Brian right now as an example, because he's like right in the direction, right? And he has the good hairdo, so, you know, I see it right away. What if you've been watching Brian from afar? Well, then it would be weird if all of a sudden you put up big posters everywhere and we're like, I love Brian Gibbs. He'd be like, wow, that's a stalker. But how nice would it be if you sent him a message to say, hey, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Maybe you know someone. Now I'm going to get emotional. Maybe you know someone that had a stroke, right? And maybe you plugged him into Bob's group. And maybe you're grateful to Bob and say, hey, Bob. Maybe you send Bob a message, say, hey, Bob, I'm grateful for you for what you do in your community. Right? Maybe you're sending and it doesn't have to be someone here on the call, guys. I'm using people on the call because it's an easy example. But maybe there's someone else. Maybe there's someone at your church that's been an amazing mentor to you, right? Maybe there's someone in your local community group that your sewing club or a reading club. Maybe you go to a local meetup for networking, and there's someone there that's been an inspiration or a motivation to you. How amazing would it be if you would just be able to send them a message of gratitude and say, hey, thanks, appreciate what you do. Because check this out. I know for myself, and I don't want to answer for anyone else, but I know it feels good to me when someone says thank you, when someone shows appreciation. So, you know, when your kids are like, hey, thanks, Mom, for taking me to the movie. It's better than when they're like, well, that movie sucked. We didn't get no popcorn, and you didn't buy us a soda, and the movie was garbage, right? Two totally different feelings at the end of the movie, right? So think about how you feel when someone gives you some words of gratitude, and think about what you could do. Check this out, what you could do to show your gratitude. What if it wasn't just words, right? Craig is going to show by example at some point his gratitude and love for his family, and he did it by announcing, I'm going to be a grandpa. Guess what else? He's going to buy little shirts that say, like, I love my grandpa, you know, my grandpa's the best, right? He's going to buy all the little onesies and stuff. Why? Because he wants to show his love. He's going to express that love. He's going to express the gratitude of his children, right? He's going to express it physically. And he could call, he could send flowers, he could do all kinds of things. Now this is the challenge. What if we take today as the day before Thanksgiving? What if you started writing this in on your calendar? What if every morning or every night or every day at some point in the day on your calendar there was go be grateful. And there was 10 minutes of gratitude. Whether that means write a 10-minute letter to someone. Maybe it means you go and do 10 minutes of something for someone else that they would normally do, right? What if you added that into your calendar right now today? Then everyone wouldn't think, oh, here comes Bob Miller again. It's Thanksgiving. He's jumping on the turkey bandwagon. He's going to be all grateful for 3 days. And then in 4 days, he's going to be back to, I just want you to know I'm about to release the biggest thing that ever hit the internet since DSL. I mean, this is going to be so big. We're making more money in 14 seconds than I made all last year. You got to get to it, right? You're going to get 12 million leads in your inbox tomorrow morning, right? If you do that, everyone knows. Everyone's like, oh, he was all up into it and thankful for a day or two, and now you're back at your same old nonsense. What if you added this in? I saw someone had a post on Facebook. I think it was Angel Balachowski, I think, that said, behave in a way that's like, and this is basically what it said, behave in a way that's so good that if someone said something bad about you, people wouldn't even believe it. What if you just behaved in a way that was just so good that if someone did say something bad about you, people just wouldn't believe it? What if you were just so thankful and grateful all the time that people, it just oozed out of you, that people just knew that you were thankful, that people just knew how grateful you were to them, how thankful for you were for them to be in your life? And it doesn't have to be just colleagues, guys. Imagine if you treated your children like that. Imagine if you treated your siblings and your spouse and your parents and your coworkers and your boss at your job. The guy that gives you coffee at the 7-Eleven every morning or at the Piggly Wiggly, right? The cashier at Wegmans. What if you were grateful all the time and those people just knew it because it oozed out of you? How would your life, how would your business, how would your relationships look different? That's what this gratitude message is all about. It's not about going out and gushing over people. It's not about going out and making waterfall tears, because sometimes we get emotional, right? I'm not saying don't have tears. I'm not saying don't get emotional. I'm saying that's not what it's about. It's about changing the way that we think and that we behave. So check this out. So that we can feel a different way. If we start to behave and think in a new way, we're going to have new feelings, right? If you think and behave like a jerk and you're mean and flipping people off and cutting people off in traffic and yelling at people and angry, you're going to feel upset and discombobulated and tired and frustrated and overwhelmed. That's what you're going to feel. But if you have a heart of gratitude, if you have a heart of service, and you're doing that regularly, you're going to think about how you can help other people. You're going to start to behave in acts of service. What happens is a byproduct of thinking of others and acting for others, the byproduct of that is happiness.
Yep. So
that's
true.
it. It's
Very
happiness.
true.
That's the formula, right? It's think and behave in service of others so that you can have happiness. And in return, you bring them happiness too. It's like a win-win. And check this out. It's a win-win-win, because if you're happy and they're happy, the chances of spreading that joy and carrying that message on, you just doubled your chances, because now it's you and the guy that you're happy with. Right? Now it's not just you. You're not by yourself anymore. Guys, thank you, guys and gals. I always say guys, and I know there's lots of gals here. So I want to thank you guys all for coming out. I didn't bring you out this morning. I just used these as a reference because you were reverbing back. You know that I just love you so much, Bob. And I just, that's why I always invite you over, because I want you to know that he's helped me out a lot, guys. And the funny part is this: everyone thinks it's like this way. Like there's always like you're going up in the steps, and guess what? Sometimes I went like down the next flight, and I was like, I don't know, I'm scared. What do I do? And Bob's like, don't worry, I'm gonna give you the pointers. I'm about 5 years older than you, Bert. I've got a few experiences in this area. Because even though I look super young, I'm really not that young, right? Bob's only like 5 years older than me, guys. And Bob was able to share with me. So I want you guys to go out and have an amazing day today. Go out, and for those that are traveling and getting prepped and doing family stuff, go enjoy that time. Share that with people. Facebook it, tweet it, Instagram it, pin it, zip it, zap it, flibble flop floop it, right? Get it out there and tell people that you're having a good time so we could celebrate with you. And don't worry about the marketing. What if you just shared about those fun things today? What if tomorrow you just went and had turkey and enjoyed a football game for those that enjoy football, right? And then we'll meet back here on Friday. We'll have a free-for-all Friday. We'll talk some turkey. We'll talk about what's going on for marketing over the weekend, right? We'll do a big celebration. And remember, guys, for those that are promoting, today is the last night. The cart ends tonight for the video ad playbook. So if you're promoting Mark Harbert's video ad playbook, tonight is the night you want to get out there. Today's your last day for promo. So get out there, hit it like a racehorse, right? If you're promoting this product, and get your sales. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning at Free Daily Coaching. We'll have some turkey. We'll have some potatoes. We might even have some pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. You never know. It's going to be Thanksgiving. Right? And then we'll see you back here for a special edition of Free for All Friday when we're going to shoot live from Goat Village. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Craig and Elizabeth, for coming over this morning. Thank each and every one of you for being here. We'll see you on the next Free Daily Coaching Call.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And last announcement, guys. This week will be the last week for this link, and you have to go re-register for the next month for Free Daily Coaching for November's webinars. So just keep that in mind. On Monday morning or sometime this weekend, you'll have to go and re-register, and I'll get the link up for you guys. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.